I'm back again. I'm Babs, and this is AI Infotech, where we will deal with technicality in technology. Onto this one is what is footprinting. There are different kind of way we can actually footprint and recognize. Like from the previous video, I explained what footprinting is, keeping track of people. You want to know who this person is. You want to know who a particular company is. Maybe you want to deal with Netflix. You want to actually get to know Netflix very well before you actually deal with them. You want to know since when they have been in existence. You actually want to know it for a good purpose. And as well, the black art also try and know them for also bad purpose, in order to exploit them, in order to get information about them, so that they will know how to actually penetrate them. So, but for this is what is actually a word for educational purposes. We do not, what AI Infotech does not, disclaimer, we do not accept any misuse of information that we actually passed out. So it's only for educational purpose, for those people who actually want to know how this actually works, not for bad purpose, but for good purpose. Those who actually want to be an ethnic hacker, that want to actually be an expert in the security space, fighting these bad guys. This is who we are actually doing this video for. If you're actually in for it for a bad purpose, I will advise you don't do it, because jail is real. It's actually real. It's real in the sense that if you do it, you get caught, you actually having a serious problem with the organization or the party that actually cashed you. So that's the reason why we actually do not support any misuse of this information. And if you are being caught, you don't know me. I'm not the one that teach you. Thank you. So if you are just joining this video, you are just taking it of this channel, kindly endeavor to actually click on the like button. That's if you actually like our video, and subscribe to actually see more of it, so that you can get more knowledge about it and prepare yourself for a serious examination. And this is why we are here. Onto this one is what is footprinting and recognizers. We want to show you how you can gather information. At least we want to actually know some certain things. There's a lot of way you can actually footprint. You can actually footprint in any way, in any dimension, in any hierarchical way, or that you actually want to do it. I also be using my virtual boss to actually gather some information for you guys, depending on what you actually requested to do. Depend on the tools you are going to use. There is a lot of tools for footprinting and Recc. So if you're actually trying to footprint a certain organization, certain individual person, there's a tools you need to use. If you actually want to get for a personal person, you want to get the person's phone number, you want to know the word, you want to keep back of tracks or their social handles, there's a tools you need to also know, you need to use to also do that as well. You also want to actually get all their social medias handles, like the social media they are in, or even if you can actually be hired by a particular person to actually footprint on a username. Okay, there's a lot of fake pages, that's social engineering, people impersonating impersonating certain people. Like, you can see people just get into let me off my Wi-Fi before I'm offing my Wi-Fi, because I actually want to explain deep. Sorry about that. Okay, I've off it. So there's so many people that actually want to get information about people. You can imagine someone just staying back at the word at hiding in another person's profile in order to exploit you out of your money. Like, okay, these people actually go ahead and look for your certain profile picture, go ahead and look for a certain profile name. The profile name was the same one that you're going to actually use. Okay, go ahead and actually check for your picture and names, and just use it to actually want to use it to exploit you. Maybe you're actually looking for a wife, and they get you in a dating site, and they actually get you in a dating site. You don't actually know them, because you're not a wizard. You can't actually determine who this person is until you actually want a footprint on that person. So how do you actually do this? Yeah, there's a very kind of way you can actually do this. for you to footprint, you need that person's username. Once you actually get the username, you can hire me, hire me and tell me that, okay, I actually want to get backdoor of about this person. I actually want to know who this person easily is. Is he who he really said he is? At the end of the day, you just know that it's actually a fake file. At the end of the day, you see that it does not even collide with the name you actually give. When you footprint, the best way you can actually footprint a particular person is by using their photo. Use that photo, use it on Google image. Once you use it on Google image, it's going to bring out the real person that actually owns that picture. But I'm not going to show you this because I think it's actually sensitive doing that right now. So it has to do with what individual classes. That's why I'm running a one-on-one classes, individual classes, that I can show you all these things. There are some things I could not show yet due to what restrictions and what YouTube guidelines. So there are some things I cannot show unless you just give me the license or permission to actually do it. So I won't be able to do that. But if you actually go on a one-on-one class with me, I will be able to dive in deeper because no one is actually seeing anyone. I will only use a team viewer, or I use the Zoom to actually present it. So I can even use the WhatsApp chat to actually use it to actually show you how this is being done in a real life scenario. I will just go on this picture, I will upload it, and I will be able to actually dig deep about this person. If this person is actually, at the end of the day, you just say that the name is actually different. So that's the best way to catch this kind of thing. That's the best way to catch this type of social engineering, because this person actually look for a different picture, use a different name at the end of the day. So people are so smart. They will actually use the exact name of the person. They use exact age, exact information where the person is actually living. They can even go as far as using a VPN to actually change the location to the place that person is actually using, or use a proxy to actually hide in that person's country and act like you. They can even go as far as actually hiring a virtual images. A virtual numbers. Virtual numbers. Imagine virtual numbers, and it says that I actually use this to actually block my email. They can even, but I actually want to open Kali Linus to actually show you some things that I can actually show you. So they can go as far as doing that. So you really need a rigorous way of footprinting on that kind of username. That's when you introduce Kali to actually do that. They dig pressing, dig recognizing, you dig what. In fact, you even dig on the person's on the person's phone number, the phone number he gave to you. At the end of the day, when you actually work footprint on it, you find out that it's a virtual number. It is not a real number. Once you dig deep, that's how you get to know that kind of person, if that person is actually real or not. Is by using their number. Once you footprint on the number will let you know that this is a virtual number. There's so many ways you can actually go into these things, and the best way is that the newbies among these back arts, we actually use different name with different profile. They are not actually wise, they are just newbies. So this one you can actually easily fish them out. But when you are trying to deal with rigorous ones, this is when you actually introduce Kali to it. Kali will actually footprint on anything that has to do with that person. That's where you should actually start looking to see if the name, if you are going to use a certain tool in Kali to actually footprint on on that person's username. You are going to check all the blog posts, no matter how you are going to see some slight mistakes. You will see that even the one that he said he's doing, like the name he actually used, there must actually be a misspelled in the name if you actually check it very well. In the word in blog posts, if you actually see the real one might actually have a lot of profile that even this person does not actually have. That's when you started asking the person, okay, do you have this, do you have that, do you have this, that? Okay, give me the username. Do you have this, do you have that? Give me the username. So do you know we're able to, do you use why you're confident enough to ask that person if he's on this blog post, if it's on that blog post, if it's on that social media, if it's on Twitch, if it's on Discord, if it's on what is it called, on the blog spot, on LinkedIn, you actually ask a lot of things. At the end of the day, these people are very lazy. The fact is that they don't actually have the time to start opening all these accounts. So at the end of the day, when I've actually asked someone like me to actually run, because if you bring their matter to me, I'll actually dig it out. If you actually give it to me, I'll actually go extra mile by searching for all these blog posts that the person that actually has that thing is. the real person. I will actually dig the person out, so that you can actually use the information that I actually get from the real person to actually find out if it actually is the really one. If it's actually what, you are good luck to with you. Now, in the real sense, at the end of the day, if it is not the real person, you will be having a lot of what is it called? A lot of what is it called? A lot of conflict in the names. At the end of the day, when you ask him, do you have LinkedIn, he tell you no, and you know that this person actually has a LinkedIn due to my own findings that I actually did out. I dig out the person's LinkedIn account, the LinkedIn username. He said no. The person he asked you, do you have a Facebook? At the end of the day, the person does not have it. When you actually even dig deep, even if at all has a Facebook, he asks him for the Facebook name, the Facebook username. Use it and send a request. If he actually does not accept, but definitely is not the original owner, because at the end of the day, you'll be having just maybe a few numbers among all the numbers that you actually fish out. A few numbers out of all this, you'll be having a few username, or let me say a few accounts among all what he actually provided. Even if you're able to actually get the name on Facebook, be careful of the one actually. I'll screenshot all the real account to you. At the end of the day, when you actually check it with your own, or with the one that he or she actually provided to you, that's how you get to know that this person is actually lying. At the end of the day, you actually see maybe a few names, different profile picture, different, this is how you actually spot it. These people actually were lazy. It might be the person actually put the full profile content on his Facebook, and at the end of the day, he's not even putting his he's not even putting his location. He's not putting this. Actually, you can actually spot them. There's a different kind of way you actually, depending on the kind, on footprinting you actually need, or you're actually asked to do. There's a different kind of way of footprinting, and there are even the softwares that you can actually go as far as actually registering, paying this site to actually dig deep, a lot of information about this particular person that you're actually dealing with. So that's how you get to know them, and that's how you're actually able to fish them out. But in this one, if you're strictly talking about websites, okay, you actually want to know about websites. How long have they been? Way back. How does Google looks like in the 1990s? You can see explore more than 866 billion web pages saved over time. Imagine you are going to check their way back machine, the kind of machine they are using, what year did they actually establish, what year they have been in existence, what year they are actually being put into all these things. You are going to sign up. You can actually check for web, like I said. You can actually check for books too, all those books, to check if they actually will from the real content and it's not actually copyright. You can actually do for a book too. You can do for videos to see if that content is actually the original content and you're not buying. You can actually do for audio, you can do for software, you can do for images. So these are the tools that are very, very good tools that you can actually use to actually go. You can actually also use these tools to actually footprint some other person's pictures as well, to actually see if that person is actually the original owner. Because once you upload the picture, it's actually a link account that is actually linked to that person. So at the end of the day, a lot of people actually love social media. If you are saying that, okay, the person actually does not have, if you see, this is how you actually know the fake from the real. A real person wants to live a life and explore. They also want to access people and meet people around the world. So they are able to actually have a lot of accounts. Like me, I have a lot of accounts. I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have this, I have that, I have LinkedIn accounts. I have a lot of accounts that I'm actually opening because I'm a real and a genuine person, and I have my pictures there. Even if you actually video call me, you will see me, and you know that this is actually the person that is actually talking. But someone that is not you would not allow it. Would give you 99 if 1 million reasons why you cannot open his webcam. Yeah. When you say genuine people will be so happy to open their webcam to you for you to see them. So some people actually street about themselves. If they actually insecure, they actually want to get to know you first. But at the point in time, at the end of the day, when you guys are comfortable with each other, they will actually open their webcam for you to see. Yes, they will actually do. They will actually get comfort. When the ones they get comfortable, they will surely do that. But the someone that the someone that is fake will actually would never, no matter what, even if you send him all your money, I mean, this person would never open his eyes because he's been scared of being caught. Yeah, that's just it. He's been scared of being caught. So that's how you actually determine me. So do not send any money to someone you have actually not met, or someone that did not do a video call with you. Like, even in business, if you actually want to do business with me, I'll actually show you my international passport. I'll show you my real me on the camera. We have several meetings. Even in the world, even in the course of the world, in the course of doing business with you, even before you make payment, you make sure that is actually my name. If you're not sending it to my bank account, even if it's an international word, if it is international word, international payment, send it to my Western Union. What is my card doing there? I can actually go to walk down to the bank and actually cash it out at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, they will actually have you different kind of ways. I mean, I'm actually revealing a secret to you here. They will actually have what is it called? They will actually have different kind of ways. In fact, these people are actually fast. They will tell you that they want it sent in Bitcoin because they know that it takes a long. In fact, I've never seen someone that actually crack Bitcoin account. It's very, very hard to crack. Like, it's unreadable. You don't have a name. You just send just send. Once you have, you send the link. The link is long and unreadable. Once you send it, you can't trace it. The money is gone. But when you send it to my Western Union, it's having my name, it's having my passport. I'm showing you the passport. The person in the passport is still the same name, same with what I actually give you. The country and everything, the location, the addresses is still the same thing that is in the world on the international passport. Or my NIMC, that is still the same thing that I actually provide to you. And I actually show you my face for you to see. Oh my god. So why can't we do business online? You can do business online and I actually have a lot of it. So whenever I fuck up, you could just come and grab me at my house. What's there? So what's there now? Even because at the end of the day, when you started having issues with me, you can actually contact. I'm just trying to use me as an example. I like trying to use examples so that you people could catch what I'm actually saying. You could just actually just come traced. Like I send you a Western Union information. You can actually use this word to actually contact the Western Union. They will actually get you my location, and you can actually get me. So that's how to do with businesses. So but these people will never actually give you their names. They will never actually give you their genuine names. They will prefer to send it to a vendor. This is where you see the China name coming in, and they are not actually a China. I can't. Someone that is living in said he's living in the United States, giving you a name that actually does with what that actually make do with what that actually make do with a China name. So that doesn't tell you. Why can't you just send your own name? Let me send it. Since you are living in the state, you tell me you don't have an account, you tell me you don't have a national ID card. What is it that you don't have? Let's call a spade a spade. Now at the end of the day, let's not dig deep again. We are digging deep in this aspect. What aspect are you actually talking about? In the sense that whereby they are telling you that okay, they are the real person, then send me your real details, send me your national ID card. They can go as far as what? Doing a fake profile, fake IDs. If you actually want to scan a real ID, I can actually do that too for you. I'll scan it to know if it's actually a genuine one. To actually dig deep to see if this is a real ID. They can actually fake an ID, can actually fake anything, but there's a way to actually scan all this thing, to do a forensic on this document, to actually see if they are genuine ones. If they are not, please block this person, and do not send any money to anybody until they show their real face. They give you their real name. You're able to run a footprint on them. You're able to find out who this person actually is, what they're actually doing, what they're up to. Get to know them first. Once you get to know them by actually footprinting on them, then there will always be a mistake, because these people are not perfect. No matter how perfect they think they are, no matter how smart they think they could be, at the end of the day, they are not too smart. There will always be a footprint of them that is not actually genuine. Even if they have a phone number, if you run a word test on that phone number, it still be a fake phone number at the end of the day. Yeah, to be a virtual phone number. Why would you be using a virtual phone number when you can actually get the same, put it in your phone, and I'll be able to actually call you and talk to you? In fact, even without not doing all these things, show me your face. If you can't show me, then you are not real. Because why would you add in the word? Why you do add it? And do not send money to someone that you have not seen. I mean, that you have not seen. That you have not seen either by webcam. So they're actually using a fake webcam. Yeah, there is a fake webcam, but you can actually do a verification. You can actually ask the person to actually sit, stand, close his eyes, close her eyes, wave at you, walk around the house. If the person can actually do, even walk as far as walking outside of the house, tell them to shake people, tell them that you want to see another person, because they can't have two program people at the same time. Yeah, you want to see another person, you want to talk to other people, just do it that way. Like, if you're actually doing it this way, once they were able to do all this, they're able to stand up, raise their head, raise their this, raise their that. Yeah, they are doing that fine. I'm very sure they cannot program two people at the same time. Tell them that you want to talk to three other people that is around them. Okay, let them to go to their neighbors. You want to talk to their neighbors. Yes, this is how it's actually been. If they can't actually provide their neighbor, or they can't talk to people around them, then definitely there's a big issue. Flag the person, cut the person off instantly. So if they can't, they can't actually do that. There's a lot of ways to actually footprint, to actually get information about people, to actually they actually find out if they're actually genuine or not. There's a lot. I mean, when I mean a lot of tools, like a lot of tools to actually get that. Even the ones I know, that I think I'm still finding out more. So of these tools, that's why you actually need to keep updating your tools when it comes to footprinting, because there are some tools that will actually dig deep and getting your location. Yeah, they'll get your location and get where you are. There are some tools that I can actually give you to actually place on this person's back door, like just telling the person that you actually got the person a gift. You can even use a gift card to catch the person wants to get a gift card of $10, $15, $20. Use a link, add the link with the photo of the card. Once they click on that photo, oh my god, then I will see all the information about the person there, the longitude and the latitude. I will use it to actually get the location of the person, so the real genuine location, not the fake one that is hiding under. So there's a lot of ways to actually get these people. In fact, I can even play with their webcam. They will show their real face. It was going to on their real webcam with just a link that I'm going to send to you, and be able to actually, once they click on it, you are in, and I'll be able to actually play with their webcam. I'll be able to actually snap them out. Like, you'll be able to see the real face of this person instead of there are different kind of ways to actually go about these things. I'm just trying to tell you the different kind of ways that you can actually get a real information about someone. But what we're actually doing today, let's dive into the real thing that we're actually doing right now. The Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine, like I said earlier, it can be actually used to check a web page. It can actually used to for books. It can actually be used for videos. It can actually be used for audio softwares, to see if the software is genuine, to check an image, to actually see all those things, to actually get if a web page is actually real or fake, before you actually pay your money into you actually put in your credit card details into that kind of link or that kind of web page, because there are a lot of fake web pages that they are using to actually get your details. Now, collection of search, enter the keyword end of times, save page now. That you can type the page here, or upload it. So there are different kind of way you can also upload from here, sign up and log in. So all those things that can be done now. And then check the web link when you are trying to actually access anything. Check the web link. Check it very well when you're actually accessing all these things. Check the web link very well. Say that .org or .com. Make sure that you're actually digging deep before you actually use any web pages. So we are going to use a Wayback Machine for this, and we also have I think I off. We also have Awin. We have Awin too. Awin helps you to get, is a non-profit member-based organization that administers IP addresses. The Awin is called American Registry for Internet Numbers. These are the regulative bodies that actually in charge of IP addresses, you know. So is what American Registry of Internet Numbers. They are in charge of anything that has to do with what internet numbers, all this resolution, solving IP addresses in geographical location, transfers. They are in charge of the IPv4, IPv6 addressing. That is actually working good blindly. Like their examination. I mean, I say examination, but sorry about that. I mean regulative bodies that are actually in charge of this word, in charge of the IP addressing. They don't listen it out either locally or dynamically. In as much as you know how to actually use IP addressing, in this course we'll still be able to talk about IP addressing for better understanding for those who actually does not understand. Now that's I mean you're going to use it to check. You can also use it to check a website. You can actually use it to find a particular website like Netflix, Microsoft. Who is Microsoft? Who is this? Who is that? I mean, who is that person you actually want to know? You can actually use it to actually find the person out. So we have a lot of them. You have Netcraft. I'm trying to on my Wi-Fi. You have Netcraft to actually detect a lot of things, services, phishing, detect phishing, bad protection, domain, website, to see actually what is actually social media protection, internet infrastructure. That's what Netcraft actually does. To actually check all these things and actually. So what we are doing today, we'll be starting from way back. We are going to sign up. Wants to sign up so that we'll be able to actually get a full map. I mean, full print of what we're actually trying to get the information about. So we'll sign up. Sorry, excuse me. So I'm gonna add my email address. Okay, I think this will actually take my time. Let me just actually teach you what I want to teach you. So once you do is add in your email address, you can actually still get it without signing up. You can actually still go about it by now. Just choose the screen name, choose a password, then you sign up, then you are in. So I won't actually have my word time wasted. So I want to actually get the way back of machine of Google. So I'll type google.com. You just one analysis and we'll move to the next one. So just to show you how it's been done. So see, this is this year 2024. Can you see how the way back machine for Google is? See, to this would send time. If you actually see the update that has actually been taking place, you can just come here and check the last update. So the last update is on this what. There's no collection of data yet. No collection of data yet. No collection of data yet. No collection of data. No collection of data. No collection of data. No collection of data. So there's no recent update on Google. So let's check this and see with the last time they actually did their what. Okay, can you see archive team? So there's an update here, fake focus calls, which means there was a call in the site recently. See, so it was since 2014. So let's actually check and see a footprint from that time. So the way back. So you can actually use it to get an update of a particular website, the situation or situationship of a particular website at that point in time. So this is how they are. Yeah, before you continue to Google, use cookies. Okay, I'll accept because I actually trust. So this is the recent time way back of Google by May 14. So about this capture, look at it. See the way back of what of Google. This is the way back machine. So let's check of so let's check the collection of data. The collection of data as at 2024. The collection of data, how is it like? Is loading. So this is actually how you can overrun this this. Very good. So these are the datas. These are the datas that is actually pertaining to the recent updates of this so-called web page, of this so-called data. Can you see the certificate, the security certificate? Can you see the data about it? Just click on it. See the data. See certificate transparency, core data. Can you see? I don't actually want to start digging deep into this thing because it actually take time, but you people can actually take time to actually go through it. Internet Archive 24, around 25,000 views. Certificate transparency. So once you click on it, it will show you more data about the word, about it. Show all files. So it show you there's no preview available for this. So these are the files for it. To tell you the certificates, the last file, the last page, the scan date. When they scan it will tell you everything here. Scan date, pages, the number of pages, the last file serial number, the last file date, the last file date, the identifier, the first life. I know all those things. The callback, what actually happened. The certificate is transparent, web core, all these things, way back machine calling, all these things. You can actually get it. Show all files. You can actually click on the show all files to actually get all this about Google. So I will just be using one for all so that I won't actually take my time. One for all. So let me go back and show you how you can actually get the way back for Google as at 1990s, like the old time, the way it looks like in the year 2001. Year 2024 is not the way it actually is. So you should see how much they have actually grown, which means they have like reliability source and they are still working. Look at how far they have actually gone. Do you understand? I would actually love to actually dig deep. Let me go to changes first. The changes that actually take place over the time. You can get it here. We are in Nigeria. Sorry, I think the network is getting over here. See, so it's fetching the data, the changes that actually take place. So what has actually take place? The changes that actually occur from this time to the time that we are, or from that time to the time that we are at the moment. So these are the profile changes that actually take place. Then summary of the site, the summary of everything will be given to you here. So we can actually be asked, once they give you the summary here, is the summary that you actually need to actually scan as a report, to actually attend that to the person that actually requested you to do that footprint on that particular website. It might not be Google. I only use a Google as an example. So the HTML file, everything, the source code and everything, will actually the test.html is there, so you can actually scan or download it. So actually you can actually send them the link and everything. The site URL, the site map. You can actually use the URLs that they actually have to actually footprint on that thing. I'll just use Google for all. I'll use Google for this to Google for this. So you can actually try a new website or other website to actually look at how the machine has been for over the times. So while this is loading, Okay, if that's just taking time, so I want to like show you what I want to show you. See, it has been since 1996. That's the origin of what of 1996. So what year in 1996? Let's see, what year? December. Okay, it's still very very fresh here. So 1997, they are not getting any data because it was still very very fresh. So they started getting data as at 1998. That's when they started getting inflow. They started getting visibilities. So 1 year, 2 years, they are still trying to crawl. They are still crawling. Oh my God! See the way back. It has not been easy. You know, the internet has not been what vast then. But once it gets to 1998, data started showing up. So what year in 1998 the data started showing up? That was in November, at the ending of the year. That's when they started getting what? Building up. So Google has actually gone far. Welcome to Google. So see how the page was then. Google search. So if you want to Google search, so what they're actually using then is prototype. Might work some of the time prototype that is much more updated. So it depends on the prototype that you're actually using. Let's go back again. See, when it gets to December, they're using a snapshot. Look, let me click on it. They're using a snapshot. Oh yeah, it's because of the virtual machine. I actually I was making my system draw back. That's why when you are getting the system, you get a very good system for cybersecurity. You see, they have actually updated. It is Google Beta, which means you can actually search anything that you feel like searching. So once you get to what, let's see the year, how the year has been. So it started getting visibility in the year 2000 and what 2000. Look at the year 2000, how it has been. They started getting a lot of data. See, it was still poor January, then they started getting the visibility at the year. See the snapshot. So they were able to get the snapshot. So Google search, see, they moved to better to about Google. So at the end of the day, they're actually progressing. So let's see this. Let's see when they started getting thorough changes, their updates. See the change to TM. So 2007. Look the change. 2000 May. So they started getting on the go. Look, so everything started changing till this point. Yeah, so this is how Wayback Machine actually work. You can actually footprint on this, get a lot of information to actually work around it. It actually helps. You can actually use it on other sites or other information that you actually need. So that's that on Wayback. Now let's move to American registry for internet. So let's look for who is. Now this is just a Wayback Machine to see of how the image of the site is. But now we want to actually get information about Google. Who is actually Google.com. This is actually how you actually footprint on any other Go website they actually ask you to actually footprint on. So it's showing me my public IP address. This is my public IP address. So now who is Google.com. So all these sites actually do not actually give a profile information about things you actually ask of. Some of them might give, some of them might not give. So this time around it's not giving for Google. So Irene could not keep track of Google using Wiz. So we were always able to show. Let me see if it is the IP address for Google or is my public IP address. Let me figure it out first. So if this does not actually work, that's why I'm using the Kali machine to actually generate who is Google. So now I'm going to use Netcraft to actually get more intel about Google. Netcraft.net. Net.net. Okay, I think I'm looking for the search bar to actually input the okay, this is what I'm looking for. What is the warning? Discover the web technology and internet infrastructure powering any site, which means what kind of technology and internet infrastructure are they using to powering google.com. So let's analyze. So it's showing the site report for google.com. You can actually use it to check any website at all. So this is where you actually get what this man here cannot actually provide. So the network, the network facility, you're able to get the IP address here, get the domain name, the URL for that Google. See, can you see http://google.com? You're able to see the name of the server, which is google.ls, Google LS, which means this is the name of the server that they use at the server page. Now, what I mean by server is what the source of where that network is actually coming out from. Now, this is the domain that actually registered Google hosting company that actually hosts Google was Google. It is Mac Monitor. The Google LLC is having a word ns1.google.com. The domain registry is called the Mac Monitor. You can actually, for you to see who Mac Monitor is, you can also use their website page. So the name server organization is whois.macmonitor.com. The organization IPv4, they're using IPv4 addresses. So this is the IP address for the organization Google LLC United States. So if you actually pick this IP address, possibility that it might bring the IP address of Google. So let's now place it here. Let's see. Can you see? It brings out the IP address of Google. So which means it means that every information that is gathered here is actually true about Google. So the IPv4 anonymous system. So the ID, the IPv4, which means is unreadable. The admin, that's the admin page. The IPv6, this is the IPv6, IPv5 version 4. If you don't actually understand this, then you actually need to go back to networking. You'll be able to actually understand what IP address is. But I will still try to actually explain what IP addressing is, how important it is in your journey into cybersecurity. Then we have the IP delegation, IPv4 addressing, and all the ranges. United States, IANA, like the regulatory body that is actually mapping the IPv4 address. They are the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, that's their name. So these are IPv ranges. So this is the IPv ranges for Google. Then you can dig deep by checking the for IPv6. This for IPv6. Then this is the IP geolocation, the geolocation for Google. So it maps around this side. So on that's that on what is it called, or netcraft. Okay, so you can actually just play with the tools for you to actually see how it's being done. So you can actually see some of the information about the document types that are actually encrypted or written with what, with Google. So these are the site report for Google. So if you want to actually report a fraud about the site, Google has never done anything bad, so I can't report Google. So you just use this button here, which actually point out the name of that website. Just click on this place, then you fill up the form and submit. Also submit, you actually will report that site. Maybe they actually did bad thing to you. Maybe, let's take for example Amazon, you paid Amazon to actually buy, you paid Amazon give you a bad product. You can actually report Amazon, yeah. So, and they refuse to actually change it, or Konga, any website at all. And that's that on that. Okay, now I'll over to my machine here. So this is Kali. I want to use the UIs to actually dig deep about. I want to use UIs. Well, since I can't actually get the information about Google there, so I want to use this one here. I want to use this. So I'll say u dot is google.com. Okay, let me say who is google.com. So it's going to run a footprint about who Google is. So can you see, we are able to actually get who Google is. So can you see the same information we get about the domain registrar for who is. Okay, you can actually from here now say who is Mac Monitor. So this is another website on its own. This is another website on its own for a domain registrar. If you actually want to register your domain, so it's going to bring it out again. So can you see, it's going to bring out information about Mac Monitor. So let's see who is Google. Let me come up here and search who is Google. So who is Google? The domain name is Google. Registered domain ID. This is the ID they actually use to register Google. Now who is server? Which means the server name is who is the Mac Monitor. Which means this looks real, like they are genuine. You can actually verify it by using this to actually navigate through it. So when last did they actually update the website? It's 2019-09. As at this time, that's when they actually the creation date of that website, which means when you check the Wayback Machine, you see that it's actually the same thing, which is the 1997. That's the 1997, which actually correct. So that's the question of that date. So which means this is a real Google page. So this is how you actually figure out if a site is actually real before you actually clicking into that website, before you actually register into a page that you're not supposed to actually register. So registry expiring date. So the license, what is it called? The register, the domain for Google, we actually expire at 2028 as at 09/14. You see this thing here? Oh my god, the hackers can actually use it because they can actually use it to do a cross-site scripting. Once they see that, they wait for the time that this thing will actually expire. Once they see that it is about that time that it actually has to expire, they will fastly wait and listen to the time it's going to expire and quickly buy it before Google will buy it. They don't mind the amount because they know that Google actually has a name. So if they actually use that name, they can actually traffic a lot of people down. So they will hijack it from what, from Google, and be able to use it to exploit the people that are using Google. You understand? They were able to get the information, every source file about Google, their database and everything before it. Now they can actually just buy it for 1 month and quickly just release it for Google back to buy that thing back. They can even steal it from Google and just hijack it and never pay back. But the cost will be too high, because it's a big asset. Now 1997. Can you just actually hijack someone from 19? No. So that's that. What the register is Mac Monitor, but Google will not actually wait before they keep on registering it, because they know the cost is going to be on them. In fact, if they are saying that it is 2027, Google will sharply, seriously go and register. Update the expiring date, like update it to another year. Maybe like change it from 2008. They might take it back to like maybe 30 or 40, 2028. Sorry, 2028. They might change it, update it to 2040. So they have the money, they will actually pay and what to stop any other thing for happening like that. So there won't be able to be an hijacking section on it. So the register name is the Mac Monitor. The register IANA is 292. The register abuse contact, which means register abused contact. So you can actually give any complaint. If they actually did the wrong thing, maybe they are not doing what you actually want, you can actually contact this email. This email will actually if there's any abuse on Google, so they can actually use this email to contact the domain registrar to actually give the complaint. Once you have your proof, attach it to them, they actually know what to do with it. You can actually also call them, register abuse contact phone. You talk to them on phone. That's if you have time to talk. Then the domain status, to check all these things, the prohibition and all that. So the name servers that Google has. This is the name servers that Google has. Can you see? They have 4 name servers. 4 name servers. That's the number of the server that they have. Now the URL of. So that's that on Google. On Google. So term of use. Notice the expiration date displayed in the user record is the date that the registrar sponsorship of the domain name registration in the registry is correctly set to expire. The date does not necessarily reflect the expiration date of the domain name registrant. Agreement with the sponsoring registrar. Users may consult the sponsoring registrar, who is the database, to view the registrar reported to date of expiration for this. Now, this is actually good to actually check the site you're actually visiting. If you actually visited that site and find out some things about that site before you actually put in any investment into that website. So WHOIS is one of the ways that can actually help you to dig about the information of that site, to tell you if the site is actually real when they are expired, especially an investment website. This is another way you can actually get investment website, so that you don't actually put your money into something that has a limited time to expire. There are some of these investment websites, when one page is about to expire, they will not continue with that domain, but move it to the next domain to continue. So that's how investment website actually works. Be careful and be you. So this is all about so you can actually visit Mac Monitor at http to actually. You can also contact them. They are in Europe, so they are also in the United States. So whichever way you actually want to go about it, best of luck. So who is Mac Monitor? Mac Monitor, this is the domain domain ID. So who is Mac Monitor itself? Mac Monitor registrar, who is server, who is .Mac Monitor, register URL, updates. Their creation is 1999. Wow, this has been even wow. Okay, it's after Google. They are still at the back. So the registrar expiring dates 32. Can you see is more higher, because they know that they are offering a service, so they need to be always available for work. Their site always needs to be available for any complaint or anything that is actually happening. So you see, they still have a lot of years to actually get expired. So they'll keep on updating. Abuse for complaints and all that, you can actually use abuse as complaints at this. So their name server, wow, look, their name server is very, very much, even more than what Google only have a server, 4 servers. Google only has 4 servers, but then they have about 9 servers, which means they add 9 servers to one server, one main servers. Wow, wow, wow! This is a very large infrastructure. So this is how their infrastructure is working. This is how they will actually work. So that's more on that. So if you want to actually get more information about them, their name, their domain registrants, domain administrators, this is the streets that their office is. They're in 3,540 streets, East Logwin Lane, Suite 300, City Meridian. That's the city they are in. If in case you want to visit them, I don't really have any business with them. State and province ID, postal code. This is the postal code for it. The country is in United States. Their phone number, you can actually call them that you are coming. Maybe they will actually serve you some coffee or prepare you a good reservation that you can actually arrive at if you are going for a good businesses. So you can actually email them as well. Registry admin, administrator, and all those things. So province ID. See, a lot of information that you can actually dig by using by using this. So that's that on that. So you can actually also dig google.com. So dig google.com, Google option, their CMD got answers at the query status. So you understand all these, we get the versions of the type of network they are using there. So they are using a UDP, google.in answer session. So can you see query time server? They are using a UDP, user datagram protocol network. That's the kind of network they are using. That's that about that. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. But there's a lot of tools that you can actually use to actually footprint. All you just need to do is you should dig which one is which one is that, which one that you're actually using at a point in time before you can actually get what you actually want to get. There's also a way you can actually get a footprint about the particular person to backdoor. You will not let the person know. Just send the link. Once they click on it, you'll be able to get their location. So you use the longitude and the latitude of what that particular that tool actually provide to you. You type it on Google Map, and Google Map will bring out the location. So I really appreciate your time. I won't be able to dig on that. That's that for that, and I really appreciate you. You have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye. See you on to the next.